Okay, so let's talk about making more money with real estate farming. As you're considering Listing Grabber, let me show you the big picture of where all this is going. See, what we're doing is just the first step in mastering geographic farming. And we've tested and proven this, and there are 3 steps to earning as much as $100,000 from a single farm in your first year and achieving a 15 to 20% market share in your second. And if you do these steps well, you'll earn more money than you've ever thought possible. Let me show you. A little bit about me. I'm Beatty Carmichael. I'm the CEO of Listing Grabber, and I'm a professional marketer. And for over 18 years, I've been helping sales agents get more leads and make more sales than ever before. And by bringing these talents and a great team of people and a lot of testing and analysis, we're now the leading marketing firm helping agents dominate geographic farms. And so as I go through these 3 steps, the question comes up is, do they really work? Let me see if I can prove that they do. Fran is a 20-plus year agent. She's worn out. She was about to quit, and then she found out about us and Listing Grabber. So she's decided to use us to target a luxury home community in her city. And get this, within the first 6 months, she earns over $100,000. And in the first 8 months of this year already, she's earned $150,000 and still counting. This has completely rejuvenated her business and took her from a dud to a stud, if you want to use those words, literally almost overnight. Another agent named Stuart, I started targeting a 1,600 home farm. After the very first mailing that we did, he signed up 2 listings. He then went on to earn over $100,000 in the first year in that farm. A little later, we added another farm for him of about 1,000 homes. After 7 months, he'd already had 14 listing appointments, and everyone asked him to list their homes. Another agent, a 15-year agent, we started targeting a 1,500 home community. In his first 12 months, he earns $99,000 in commissions directly from the efforts we've done for him. And then with adding into the other things I'm about to show you, 6 months later, 18 months in the program, he now lists and sells 22% of all the homes in their 1,500 home farm, outselling the number 2 agent by over 7 times. So yes, it really does work. So what are these 3 steps that can put you on the roadmap, so to speak, to amazing income with geographic farming? Well, the first one, very simply, is identifying sellers before they come on the market. The best way to get a listing is to get there before any other agent even knows about it. So let me walk you through how you can do this. And you don't have to use Listing Grabber. There are some things that we offer some tremendous benefits with. But let me walk you through and show you some things, okay? So to understand this, you have to understand a concept in marketing called the educational spectrum. This is how people make major decisions. In other words, if there's a major decision they're going to make, they're going to spend time educating themselves on it before they commit to it. And selling a home is no different. So when a homeowner starts to think about selling, they come onto this educational spectrum concept. And they start to ask questions. How much is my home worth? How long will it take to sell? How much will I keep? What can I do to fix it up to make it sell for more so I get to keep more, and things like that sort. And then what they do is they spend time researching this. Okay? They go online, they talk to friends and family, they drive through neighborhoods and look at homes for sale. They even start fixing up their home, getting it ready for the market. But there's one thing they don't do, and they don't call a real estate agent typically during this time frame. Why? Because they don't want someone pushing them, a pushy salesperson. So they typically wait until they're ready to commit to going on the market, and that's when they contact an agent. And let me see if I can back this up for you. Think of the last 10 or 20 phone calls you got from homeowners saying, hey, I'm thinking about selling, can you come talk to me? How long did it take, on average, from the time you got the phone call to the time you got a listing agreement signed in your hand? Answer, most agents can measure it in the matter of days. Okay, so here's the issue. They didn't just start thinking about selling when they called you. They've been planning on it for months. So how do you find those people? The answer is you market to the entire community, offering information that only sellers want to know, and then you track your response. Okay? So let me show you how this works. First question is, what information do sellers want to know when they're thinking about selling their home? What's the number 1 question they think about? I bet you can think of it yourself, right? Okay, you're good. Great. It's, I wonder how much my home is worth. This is the number 1 question sellers start to ask. So how do you then use this to identify sellers? Well, you can do what this agent does. Okay, find out the price of your home, go to mydomain.com, okay? And so this is a postcard an agent is sending out, and she's driving prospects to a certain domain, and when they go to that domain, then it has this page on it, and it says, are you selling your Lakewood or Long Beach home? Enter your address to find out how much it's worth. Now, these are great little websites. You can get them for $25 or $30 a month, okay? And so they enter their address in the website, and what happens, you get immediately notified that someone at that address is inquiring. Okay? As they go through this process, it gives them an online valuation of their home. But there's a challenge, and what do you think is the problem with that approach? All right, let me ask you a question then. Now, number one, is a seller interested in knowing the price of their home? Answer is yes. Is a non-seller interested in finding out the price of their home? Answer is yes. Why? Because as a homeowner, I'm interested in, is my value going up or going down, because it's my largest asset. So what this does is this type of offer gives you what's called a false positive lead. A false positive lead is a lead that's either false or positive. We really don't know. So when you start to pick up the phone and call them, you'll find that a lot of them just aren't interested in selling, and it creates a big problem. We've actually tested this offer. It's a good offer in terms of what it does, but there's a lot of things that you can do to get even better. So how do you fix the problem? How do you get a better set of leads of homeowners actually planning to sell? Well, you got to narrow your offer to something that only sellers will respond to, but no one else will. And you start to scratch your head and you go, well, how do you do that? Let me show you an example. By the way, I'm going to show you several examples along the way that we do. Everything we do is fully copyrighted, and we do have an attorney on staff, on retainer, who is a copyright specialist, and he will send you a nasty letter if you copy our content. So take the concept and use it, but don't take the content, okay? So let me show you an example of how to do this. So here's one of our postcards. The 7 most shocking mistakes homeowners make when selling their home and what you can do to avoid them. Hint, most homeowners lose thousands of dollars by the time they close unless they fix these problems before putting their home on the market. So let me ask you a question. If someone is thinking about selling and they get this postcard, are they interested in what this is talking about? Yes. Will they go to the website? Yes, they will. If someone's not interested in selling, are they interested in this? No, they'll throw the postcard away. See what I'm talking about? If you narrow the offer to something only sellers will respond to, then the respondents that you get are going to be primarily sellers. Okay, now then how do we identify it? We have proprietary software that identifies and pinpoints the actual home that's responding to the postcards, so that even without them filling out a form, just the fact that they go to our website, we can tell you with laser accuracy which home it is. So now you know who's thinking about selling, so you can get in front of them. So that's the first step in dominating a real estate geographic farm, identifying sellers before they hit the market. That gets you in front of them first. Then the second step is really interesting. In marketing, there's a concept called reasons why. Reasons why marketing. And when you use this type of marketing to tell homeowners specifically why they should hire you, then you'll find that you'll get a lot more homeowners hiring you. Now, let me back up for one quick moment. Number one, identifying sellers gets you listings right out the gate and starts to get you momentum within that farm. But the longer-term success of what happens is number two, giving them reasons why, validatable, credible, quantifiable reasons why they should be using you over any other agent, so when they do come on the market, they call you first. So let me show you how this works. First, a question. When homeowners think about selling, do they think that one agent is better than another, or do they believe that all agents are about the same? Answer. They think you guys are all the same, don't they? Right. Unless you do something different, then homeowners look at all the agents as just the same. So as long as you're a commodity, you'll never get the business. What you have to do is you have to set yourself apart from everyone else so that when a homeowner is thinking about selling, they have reasons why they should only choose you to sell their home. How do you do that? Well, there are 3 simple steps. You differentiate yourself from others. You tell homeowners specifically why they should choose you. And then you tell them over and over again so that they do choose you. Let me see if I can show you how to do this, okay? First, I want to show you a couple of postcards from actual agents. I've blocked out the contact information, so this is one. And let me just read you part of the card, because when you're doing reasons why marketing, it's all about giving reasons why, which is the content that's on your postcard. So here's one. Vestavia Hills has a reputation of being one of the best places to live in America. With stunning neighborhoods, fun attractions, great schools, and wonderful people, it's no surprise that folks love this area. Okay, let me read you one more paragraph. Live in Vestavia is your resource for learning more about what makes Vestavia such an incredible place to live, work, and play. Please go online, look around, and see all that Vestavia has to offer. If I continue to read the whole postcard, it all sounds the same. So let me ask you, is there anything on this postcard that gives you a reason why you should call Becky? Answer, no. In fact, is there anything on this postcard about Becky at all? Answer is no. Okay? So there's nothing here that differentiates her from anyone else. This is why most agent marketing just doesn't work. Let's look at another one. Actual postcard. Okay? You're a dedicated real estate expert. Listing, buying, relocating, or purchasing your home in the Birmingham area. Currently working with qualified buyers. Going the extra mile for you. Lives in Vestavia. Children in school system. Yada, yada, yada. Is there anything on this postcard that would give me, a homeowner, a reason why I should pick up the phone and call Stephanie? Answer, absolutely not. Do you see the problem with most agent marketing? It doesn't work. So how do you change this? Here's the most important thing to realize. It costs the same amount of money to send a postcard that doesn't work as it does to send one that does. Let me show you how to change this. This is actually one of our postcards, okay, so it's all copyrighted, right? But let me show you what's going on and how you can do this, or if you use us, how we can help you do it. So the first step here is first you have to understand how eyeballs work. Eyeballs go to the first information. This is called a headline and a subheadline, okay? Then they go to the photo and a caption, and then they read the rest of the content. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Boy, that's a busy card. I would never read it. No one else will either. You're absolutely right. They will not read it if they're not interested in selling. But if they are interested in selling, keep in mind, they're thirsting for information to help them sell for more money. They will read anything you put in front of them that offers to promise that. Okay? So let's look at this one. There are 4 secrets to sell your home for the most money. Secret 1 is preparation. Here's how Roman Pavlik prepares your home so buyers gladly pay more for it. Is that impressive? Does that make you, as a homeowner thinking about selling, want to read more? Yes. Then where does your eye go? Endorsed by Barbara Corcoran. Okay? Learn why Shark Tank's Barbara Corcoran endorses Roman Pavlik. Watch this. Roman guarantees to sell your home for full price, or he will pay you the difference. Does that give you a reason why you ought to call Roman if you're thinking about selling? Sure does. If you went through the rest of the content, he's giving you more reasons, educating you on how to how he gets homes prepared to sell for the most money. Okay? So if you can take this concept of reasons why and change the term and just call it educating homeowners, what you do that's unique, and that's what happens. Okay, now I know what you're going, well, I can't guarantee full price. You can guarantee anything you want if you do it right. But if you can't guarantee full price, you don't have to. Just merely being there, sharing what works for you and how you do things is all it really takes. So that's reasons why marketing, to tell homeowners why they should hire you. Now the third thing is a catalyst that supercharges everything else. Okay, so if we look at the number 1, identifying sellers, gets you off the ground really fast and gets you listings. Reasons why marketing gives you listings on a long-term, increasingly growing basis. Number 3, consistently showing off your successes is like adding gasoline to the fire. Okay, it just causes everything to work even more. So let's talk about that. A couple of truisms. Number 1, people only know about you what you tell them. Keep in mind, your competitors will not tell the homeowners anything good about you. Only you can do that. Truism number 2 is those homeowners don't know that you actively sell homes unless you tell them. So here's the big question. Why do you want to let homeowners know you're actively selling homes? Because as a homeowner, if I'm thinking about selling my home, do I want to choose an agent that's stagnant and stale, or one that's actively in the game selling all the time? Answer, I want someone actively selling all the time. So how do you tell them? The simplest way? Using what's called just sold postcards. Okay, but there's a way to do it that works better than other ways. So let's look at that as well. So let's look at a couple of postcards. These are actual postcards. All of these are actual postcards. You tell me which one you think works best. And keep in mind, the goal is to dominate a geographic farm, which means we want to get people thinking about you first. So let's look at this postcard. Just sold. It's got a nice photo. Does this do anything for you? No, it doesn't. Okay. Does it impress you? No, it doesn't. So all this postcard does is told you that an agent sold that home. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. That's a lot of wasted, great space that you could have used better. So let's look on the back of the card. Okay. So the back of the card says, thank you for helping Mike sell more Vestavia homes than any other real estate agent. Happy clients are the key to his success. With 20 years of experience, Mike knows the Vestavia Hills real estate market, so please feel free to call him for honest answers to your real estate questions. Question, does that do anything for you? Yeah, it sort of does, doesn't it? Tells you that he sells more homes than any other real estate agent in Vestavia. Pretty good. Can you trust him? Yes, you can. Is this the best you can do on a sold card? Absolutely not. Far cry from the best. So let's look at another one. Welcome your new neighbors because David Emery sold a home on Dolly Ridge. Okay? Does this do anything for you? No. Does it let you know you sold a home? Yeah, so he's sort of active. Does it tell you why you should do anything with David? No. So let's look on the back. Okay? I've just sold this property and can help sell yours too. I'm an expert in the area and I'm confident that I can sell your house quickly and for the best price. Does this do anything for you? Not really. Tells you that he sold a home? That's about it. Okay, so these are standard sold cards. But how can you take that and turn it into a blazing inferno? Watch this. Sold in only 5 days. Does that do something for you? If that's all you saw on the postcard, it tells you that that agent did something amazing. There's always something amazing about every sale you do if you look for it and then you write it. So this is actually one of our copyrighted cards, okay? So take the concept but not the content, okay? And this is what we use with our clients because our goal is to get our clients the absolute best results for the minimal cost. So what we do is we take an item about that home and we broadcast it in the headline. But then watch this. Your eye goes to the caption, not only because it's a caption, but because we circle it. So we want everyone reading this. So watch it. Watch what it reads. Roman's aggressive marketing sold this home in only 5 days. He created a bidding war with multiple offers and sold it for $25,000 over appraised value. Is that impressive? Absolutely. Yeah. Well, you say, well, what if my homes don't sell like that? There's always something you can say about a home that's good. And if not, you've pulled from homes that you've sold in the past. Notice this doesn't say just sold. Okay, this may have been a past sale. Then we've done a little bit more. Roman is an expert at selling homes for top dollar. His homes sell, and then we give some quantifiable reasons why to use him. His homes sell on average 3 weeks faster and get $10,000 more than homes sold by other agents. And we back it up. This comes from MLS statistics. You cannot argue with statistics, okay? And then the rest of the home, look at this. So we're still looking for future sellers, having them go to a website. So this is how you use a sold card to your maximum benefit. You turn up the temperature on it. You tell people why that sale is good. It has very little to do with simply the fact you sold a home. Tell them what's important so that they now have reasons why they should do business with you. So those are the 3 steps to earning a lot of money with your geographic farm. Identify sellers first, gets you going. Reasons why, tells them why they ought to choose you. Consistently show off your successes, keeps you in front. So let me wrap this up, okay? In conclusion, here's what's going on. Achieving market dominance is all about a concept in marketing called positioning, okay? And positioning says that basically in a homeowner's mind, they usually only think of 1 or 2 agents. That's all they can remember. And if you haven't positioned your name as one of those 1 or 2 agents that they think of, you're not getting the deal. So it's all about the art of getting homeowners to think of you first. How does this apply with these 3 steps? Number 1, When you identify sellers first, it gets you more listings right off the bat and more signage in the community. And that signage builds momentum in the homeowners' minds that you are an expert in their specific community. That's very important. Number 2, reasons why marketing. It gives homeowners reasons to trust you, okay, by giving them valid reasons why they should be trusting you over other agents. And then the third thing is showing off your successes. When you show off your successes, it reinforces to those homeowners not only that you are actively and consistently selling homes faster than others, but that you have an expertise to consistently do it as well. These are the 3 steps. You do these 3 steps successfully, you will dominate the community. And as you get involved with Listing Grabber, you can visit us at thelistinggrabber.com, learn more about us. But as you get involved, these are the things that we either do for you or guide you and support you in doing by providing the infrastructure to make it easy. Hope this has been helpful. Thanks for watching.